Oh, let's try the game again. Oops, that's the wrong one. Why is that? There we go. Hello, everyone. Says I got 2 people so far. So hello. So I was gonna play some West of Loathing again today. Oh man, desktop noise so loud. That still gets into the yellow. Turning that down. We'll give it another minute or 2, waiting for some people to jump in, I think. Well, I can always go just do some random wandering while I wait. Yeah, I don't remember what all we need to do still. I know we need to go to the west. Something at the side of the road catches your attention. It's a slumped over old skeleton wearing a wizard hat. I think you'll agree that's reasonably attention-getting. The skeleton lifts his skull and peers at you. He holds up a rusty old can of beans and scrapes his thumb bone across the first 2 finger bones in a universal gesture of financial transaction. We will take the beans by force because we are with the doctor still and she hates skeletons. We got a mysticality hat, nice. Ancient can of beans, more mysticality, nice. I don't know if we can get safe cracking, but it'd be nice if we could. You round a corner in a box canyon, find yourself face to face with a pyrobove. You're boxed in. Roasted cow tongue. I'm just gonna wander till 1 o'clock since I'm a little early. You pass an abandoned campsite and an old crate catches your eye. On closer inspection, you find it's nailed shut. Maybe the campers used it to sit on, then forgot to take it with them. Their loss is your gain if you have a crowbar to pry it open with. Ranch dressing, a lasso. Patent emetic? Patent emit. Kiss poison, nerve pill. Someone left a bundle of dynamite on the ground. You approach it cautiously, verify that it is neither wired to a detonator nor connected to an actively sparking fuse. What an odd and dangerous thing for one to leave lying around. For dynamite. Yeah, all sorts of random things right now. Before you can react to the sudden howling, a ghost train surges over a hill and roars past, just missing you. 3 skeleton train robbers arrive just behind it and barely avoid colliding with you by pulling back harder on their reins. The train vanishes in the distance, and the robbers seem really annoyed by your interference. Attack them. We don't like skeletons around here. We don't negotiate with skeleton terrorists. defeated the skeletal train robbers. I mean, the ghost train robbers. I mean, the skeletal ghost train robbers. I mean, you gain 15 XP. Skill chips hand the Alice surveys the scene. She hasn't leveled up again yet. You hear a rattling noise behind you, another rattling noise off to your left, and a third rattling noise from somewhere ahead. You conclude that you've either stumbled into a nest of babies or a nest of rattlers. A quick glance confirms that it's the latter. Not unexpectedly, really. This is no place for babies. I need to get the DLCs for this one, as well as the new game that just came out for it. A couple more wanders, and then we should be able to start going to a couple new places. Gas and weed. The sound of gunfire draws your attention cautiously to where you find a goblin shooting a large pistol at some boulders. With the sound of gunfire and pinging ricochets filling the area, the goblin doesn't hear you approach. We'll talk to it. You are to excusing me? Oh yes, hello, what? Hello. The rock, why to shooting them? For practices. The cracks and rocks to shooting for a crack shot. Aye, to seeing. Ah, that's all fucked up. This pistol, where are you getting that? I am making them out of things. To seeing it, can I? Sure. You inspect the pistol welded together out of scrap metal and are frankly amazed that it fires. Can I to suggesting? Yes, yes. If you this rust removing, a gun better to be shooting. I am thinking. I am agreeing. Only how to. I could probably to cleaning with a magic, but for money. Sure, okay, I'm having that. The only rust removal spell you know is designed for cleaning corroded cookware, but it works well enough. The Goblin Delighted gives you some meat. 50 meat. Nice. Yeah, and then there's crate, a lock, a length of rope, bottle of Londum. Some thwack thwack noises lead you to the site, and the sight of a goblin chopping down a large cactus. When it sees you, it waves its axe at you threateningly and makes some angry sounding noises. Hey, it's a human person. Hey, human person, away to going. It's my cactus. That's mine and not yours. Hello, hello. How are you? I will not your cactus taking. Good, yes. Good, hello. Why are you to chopping a cactus down? Why? What a lot of uses. To building, to burn, to eating. Little toothpicks. Do you have any food to having? Food, yes. A guffin I having. Or I to having. A guffin. Goblin bread. It is gray and damp and gray. Here. I was going to try and convince you to give it to me, but I'm not sure I actually want it. To wanting it. Sorry, you having it now. Yours. A wad of some kind of gobbled bread. It doesn't look very appetizing, like a soft gray potato. Increases your nothing by 0 for the rest of the day. Ah, that's great. Thanks, buddy. Off to the side of the trail, you notice one of these weird cacti shaped like coffee cups. Get some coffee. Gotta get my coffee from the cactuses. Alright. It is 1 o'clock, so we're gonna go start doing some of these missions. If anyone has requests or suggestions or anything like that for me to do, just throw them in chat. I'll try to do anything I can, especially if it's funny. Well, here's an unusual sight, an old boat out in the middle of the desert. If this were a beach, you could call it beached, but you can't call it deserted because there's someone in it. Deserted because there's someone in it. That someone is a skeleton wearing a helmet with horns on it. She looks pretty bored and is idly polishing the dragon-headed prow of her ship. You think maybe she's here for a very, very long time indeed. Fight her because she's a skeleton. We fight all skeletons. I don't know why I didn't saw. I could have just one-shot it. I'm like, oh, let's not do that. Rusty old Viking helm. Gives me +2 muscle, 1 armor. Not really what we're here for. We're a cow puncher, maybe. Alright. Let's go up to the old millinery. You smell it before you see it. A skeleton trudging toward you, covered with mud and muck and smelling like garbage juice. It must have crawled out of some horrible bog nearby. And if the skeleton smells this bad, the bog must be unimaginable. So it makes you sense that even a skeleton would want to get away from there. Fight it. Doesn't matter what I do, because she's going to one-shot it for me. Skeleton bone, skull chip. Ooh, she's become stronger. Stronger than ever before. We're getting near Fort Aldead. I've heard there's a serious necromantic activity there. We should take a look. She wants to kill all necromancy, just so everyone knows. It sounds pretty sinister. What is it? Well, pretty much just what it sounds like. An old army fort where all the soldiers died. Except rumor is they're still walking around in there. Did they name it Fort Aldead before they all died? No. Originally it was called Fort Just Fine. Get some water here. I forgot to fill my actual big water. You walk into the millinery and find 5 bandits lounging around on big piles of half-made hats. It's the law, skedaddle! The bands scatter like cockroaches, each shutting themselves behind a different door. Guess you'll have to wrangle them individually. Fine. This was apparently the demo model from a player piano showroom. It's only got 3 songs in it. They're all children's versions of traditional songs that are in the recently invented public domain, and they're all set up to play just the first few seconds on a loop. The people who worked here must have hated it. What song would you set the dial? Jacuz. Okay, so we have to figure out what's different in each room. Well, that one's moving. Oh, what is different in here? The songs might have something to do with it too, because if I remember right. That person's snoring, but I don't know which one it is. On that one. So now we just need 3 and 5. Oh, this guy likes the music. I mean, the music got to do somebody. What is 3's thing? Turn on. Or am I just missing something here? Oh, it's this one. The hat's slightly different. It doesn't have as much of a dip. I just didn't notice it before. I wasn't really looking that hard. Wish I had lockpicking though. Shoot them. Yeah. 5 black hats with holes in them. I'm ruthless. A lodestone ring. Ooh, plus 20 gains to meat. We're gonna be rich, boys. Should be reading these. Genuine TNT and said sandwiches. Non-fake horse sales. Real jail. A bar. The guy shouts, "Bar is closed for piano repair," and runs over to stop you. The guy shouts, "Visiting hours are over." And runs over to stop you. The guy shouts, "The culture's on vacation right now." The guy shouts, "The place is condemned. It's not safe there." Town hall for an actual town. The guy shouts, "Don't go in there. That house is haunted." Oh, I lost my belt buckle. You duck in the outhouse, plan your next move. While you're pondering, you notice something weird. This outhouse has a back door. Leave through the back door. Hefty load. This is the back of the jail. Turns out it's just flat plywood, like a theatrical set. The ropes are holding this thing up don't look very strong. You could knock it over pretty easy, but you should probably hold off until just the right moment. Yeah. So I need to send him to the jail probably, and then topple it. So now can I knock it over and get both of them? Still can't do it? When's the right moment? Gonna put them both there and blow that. Or gonna do just one of each of them. What do I do here? This is my only hat. I didn't even realize I had this hat on. Must have got a snake, so I got +3 moxie on that. I could switch to that. Or switch over straight over to the Pope hat. And then it should have another skin. No, not that one. Coal snake apply. Yeah, now it should be good. +5 moxie. Oh yeah, I'm Pope. The Poopy Pope. Not 100% sure what I'm doing here. Wasn't very clear. Well, if anyone knows what I'm supposed to do, I'll take suggestions. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here. Rustling sound in the bushes draws your attention. You decide to investigate because that's what adventurers do. No matter how much of an idea it will probably turn out to, or bad idea it'll turn out to be. The rustling turns out to be a goblin wearing clown makeup and practicing their cartwheels and mostly failing. Eventually they give up with tumbling practice, start repeatedly throwing a shiny metal ball in the air and catching it. We're attacking. God. That's creepy. Shiny ball +4 moxie. This would be good for juggling if juggling was a thing you'd ever you'd ever be caught dead doing. Goblin sandwich. This is both a sandwich for goblins and a sandwich where the meat is goblin. Increases your moxie by 5 for the rest of the day, but decreases your muscle and musicality by 3. That offhand might be pretty cool. We're mostly doing moxie. Eventually I probably should switch over to like a mysticality kind of build some of some kind. I don't really know. Most of my stuff hasn't needed the mysticality boost that I use. You see a cave entrance just northeast of the fort. Looking at it somehow makes your ears hum. Weird. Humming cave. Flush. 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 Gotta find a toilet handle. Those crates are just decorative. Open it. Full canteen. Heart attack. Ooh. Nice. Pistol attack damage increase. Nice. That's gonna make our pistol do so much damage. That wasn't useful. Open it. Ooh, 3 needles. Okay. Roto. Nothing but just random ingredients over there again. This trash can smells terrible. Dig through it. Old patrol cap. +3 pistol attack damage. Nice. And all the pistol damage. Somebody left their knapsack behind. Look inside. Cryptic note about ley lines. There's also an evil-looking leather-bound tomb. Grab it. Introductory next mechs. The last thing is a little diary which you decide to leave in there in case the owner comes back looking for it. It seems to have been written by one of the necromancer's cultists. He and several others were reanimating the dead soldiers here, on the theory that the best undead army would be a literal undead army. And the hitch in the plan came when they raised their officers, who decided they weren't going to take orders from a bunch of weirdo civilians. The last entry suggests the author and his cohorts were planning on abandoning their station and reporting back to the necromancer, but the entry ends abruptly in the middle of the sentence. Fascinating. There's a patch of pepperoni mold growing out of this grave. Pepperoni. Tombstone pizza. Tombstone pizza. This mass grave is absolutely teeming with those skeleton riflemen. They don't seem to be interested in getting out, but you could definitely jump in there if you were itching for a fight. There's one wandering in the end of the pit nearest you. Hop in? Ooh, has a lot of health. Good thing she can one-shot. Saw. Artec, Australia, what is it? Is that all there was? I didn't get anything else from this? Ooh, 2. I don't know why I didn't do any of my stuff. It didn't matter why I didn't do it. Military grade whiskey. That's great. So I get more each time I do it? 3. Boom, 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 boom. No, beam. Master Raid, I'm teaming with them. I don't know if continuing to fight it's good news or not, because there's just a ton of them in there, though. So nobody's gonna give me something special. Holy goddamn. Yeah, this is a little intense. We have to do something about this immediately. Any ideas? Well, only way I can think of to get rid of all these things all at once would be to poison them somehow. That isn't very doctorly. What, you never heard of vaccination? Look, would you rather fight an army of skeletons all at once or find a way to slip something into their food supply nice and quietly? I'm supposed to be finding poison. You pick a walk around and read the label. Pressed mold revolting. I'm not sure what I poison them with. I'm not too sure what to do there either. As the trail curves through a patch of marshy ground, you catch a whiff of something worse than swamp gas. It's a stinkabove. A cow skull floating in a cloud of noxious vapors, and it saw you before you smelled it. Hi, Binary Jacob. Thank you. Does this work on that? No. Cow fingers was a cow tongue. How you doing today? I might be able to push that over if I did something else for food. I only need one more. Yeah, let's eat the pizza. Yeah, think positive. At least it's a vacation. Oh, I could have just fought the thing instead. I just wanted to do the thing. That got loud. Yeah, I said you gotta think positive. Stop thinking so negative. I get it though. Weird device. Strange stone arrow. Yeah. Everything I do is unpaid right now, so. Getting there. Yay. I gotta finish up those keychains, but because I just made a whole bunch of those, but I gotta actually wait for the chains to get here. You see a sign labeled "This way to the lazy Dude Ranch." Off the side of the trail, you mark the location on your map. Lazy Dude, huh? More hay. Needles I can't use. Looks like somebody's been washing ferrets in this thing. Yuck. An old burned crate. Guess it came with the property. Kick it open. 3 bars of soap, a lasso, and ranch dressing. So what'd they lay everyone off for this? I mean, is it just because it's slow, or? Hey, like, howdy. I'm selling herbal remedies. Care to buy? What kind of herbal remedies? The kind that are gifted to us by Gaia without any interference by human hands. So, weeds. That's a derogatory term created by the man, but yeah, basically. Yeah, buy one. Herbal remedy. This is a little pile of random dried weeds folded up in a satchel of paper, garbage, stored in garbage, essentially. Doesn't do anything. Oh, that's gross. Hey, but does nothing still, jeez. Okay, go to. Howdy, hey, howdy, man. What's happening? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Oh, not much, man. We moved into this little patch of land to grow crops, but then we decided it's more natural to just let Gaia grow whatever she wants, right? I bet that's a lot easier, too. Haha, right on, man. Neat. Where'd you get that hat? Oh, a friend of mine made it, man. I forget which one. What'll you take for it? Well, I've been thinking of trying a new style, man. Maybe like one of those hats the army guys used to wear back in the day. Like, that's kind of an ironic statement, man. There's an old fort over yonder that away. I'll swamp you if you can find one of those, man. Like this one? Oh, I don't want this. It's muscle. Nice, man. Butter is like commerce, man. Except natural. Can you dig it? Yeah, groovy. So, because gas prices up, so are they taking the time to find a different alternative, or are they just, it'll go back down in price in 2 weeks? Howdy, I'm Vicky. I'm Luis Lathrop. Why the long face, Luis? Aw, geez, basically because I'm stuck here farming with a couple of dummies who don't know how to farm a dang thing. So they just let the weeds grow and call it natural. I'm so sick of eating dandelions I could scream. Why don't you leave? Seems like a bad plan. I haven't got any meat or any other prospects or anywhere to go. I mean, dandelions are terrible, but they're better than eating dirt. This is such a mess. How'd you get in this predicament? I headed west after graduating baking school and fell in with these two because they talked a big game about natural grains. Fool that I was, I didn't realize all they were really interested in was getting silly on local weed and not doing any work. So you're looking for work. Gosh, yes, desperately. The only trade I know is baking, though. Do you know somewhere that's hiring a baker? Heck, even unpaid would be better than this if it comes with a room and board. I just want to get out of here. I don't, sorry. Shucks, well, if you hear anything, let me know. I will. Garden. Weed garden. Not gonna hurt any either. Nope. Okay, guess we're out of this place. I still don't know what to do in this place. I'm not really sure what to do there. I have to wander because I haven't wandered over in this area. The strange stone arrow you just found starts going crazy, beeping and booping, whirling around on its own accord. It practically drags you in the direction of a strange, decrepit-looking house. You discovered the professor's house. That is not even close to where I was. The beeping machine leads you to a ramshackle house in the middle of the desert. Coffee. Excuse me, my name is Vicky the Great. What? Oh, I didn't notice you come in. I'm not used to visitors, but folks generally call me the Professor. Is there something I can do for you? Well, I found this bleeping gizmo, and I sort of followed the bleeping, and it led me here. Well, I'll be. I certainly led you to the right, or it certainly led you to the right place, young man. This is El Vibrato Technology, and I happen to be as much an expert as anyone alive today. El what now? El Vibrato. They were an ancient race that lived here long before humans. Well, they mostly lived underground, so they might still be living as far as I know. Never seen a peep of an actual person, though. Just the machines they left behind. Were they space aliens? Could be aliens, or genius pre-humans, or an entirely different terrestrial evolution line. At this stage of investigation, it's possible to say. Isn't it exciting? Here, let me have a closer look at your bleeping gizmo. Aha, I suspected this is one of their transponders. It detects El Vibrato technology and hones in, you see. That'll be why it led you here. I've got a thing I've been trying to repair. He tinkers around with the transponder for a bit, then plugs a strange stone marble into a socket on it. There you go, good as new. Just swipe up or down to turn it on or off. Wow, fancy. Now I gotta warn you, this device will lead you to abandon El Vibrato technology, but it might also attract unwanted attention. From what? From the El Vibrato technology. You'll see what I mean. Just be careful. Okay. You know, now that I think about it, you've arrived at a perfect time. In order to get anywhere further with my research, I need more samples of El Vibrato technology. But searching for it eats up all the time I could be using to research it. Aha, I get you. Right. You're the adventure stuff, so bring me back whatever devices you find and I can get them up and running. That'll benefit both of us. Great. First priority will be to get my keystone fabricator running. They lock their doors and things with these little stone alloy blocks, you see. So if you can make your own, that'll open a lot of doors for us, literally and figuratively. Alright, what do we need? The components aren't rare, at least as far as priceless ancient technology goes. Bring me, about 5 handfuls of scrap. I should be able to salvage the parts I need from that much. Roger that. So what do you plan to do with all your free time? I cannot pick log. You spy a burned out ranch house on the horizon and pull goldfish up to investigate. My horse is called Goldfish, by the way. He's got crazy eyes, and I love him. There's nothing much of interest above ground, but you find a locked door leading down into a presumably still intact root cellar, and I cannot pick the lock. Still nothing to learn lockpicking. I would love to learn lockpicking. Out in the middle of the desert, you find an abandoned minecart. It's sitting on a section of minecart track above 12 feet long, which starts nowhere in particular and ends even less of somewhere in particular. Check it out. It's mostly full of plain old rocks, not even very interesting looking ones. However, if you left without researching thoroughly, you'd just end up driving yourself crazy later with the thought that you might have missed something. So yeah, I got a meat nugget. I think we can probably move to the next area. So I think you can come back here. Don't you? I don't know. I don't remember. It'll warn me if I don't. He's too busy playing with his watch to get any work done. Ask him where he got it. Say, that's a nice watch. Where'd you get it? I bought it from this gal what runs a store down south of here. Name Buttonwillow mix something. Oh yeah, I know that store. Yep, real nice store, real nice watch. He goes back to fiddling with his watch. You approach the beleaguered looking man with tiny glasses. Howdy there. Who's in charge of this outfit? If I'm being charitable, I'd say that fellow over there in the white hat is the foreman. He points at the man next to the huge pile of rock. And if you're not, he smiles, then I say that paper-backed idiot over there in the absurd white hat is the fellow you're looking for. Alrighty, thanks. Hi, are you in charge? I was wondering if there's anything I can do to help. You want to know something? I love trains. Oh? Ever since I was a little boy, huge, magnificent, roaring iron beasts. They were magical to me, like dragons. When the opportunity arose to take on a management of this rail line, I jumped on it like a shot. And you know what I learned? What's that? Organizing, building, and running one of these operations is the most amazing pain in the ass you will ever imagine. You want to help? Congratulations, you're the new foreman. I'm going home to play with my models. Swell. I guess I'm the boss now. Well, look, the man looks you up and down. Well, now I suppose you can't be any worse than the last clown. He extends his hand. Name's Smee. I'm your assistant. What's the situation? Well, I'm sure you didn't miss seeing the giant pile of rocks blocking our path. The surveyors say there isn't any other suitable mountain paths, so we can't reroute around even if we had the months to take. Any ideas? Well, by my calculation, we could dynamite it clear without too much trouble. Problem is, it'll take a lot of dynamite. A whole year's worth, I figure. We used to keep that much on hand for emergencies, just such as this one, but a pack of goblins stole it all. Sneaky little varmints. Alright, I'll get it back for you. Glad to hear. The goblins are holed up over in Gustavon Gulch. It's a real rough place. You might want to spend some time getting the lay of the land and honing your fighting skills before you head that way. Especially if you plan to go in guns blazing. We don't need that specific diamond, though. Any you can lay your hands on would be fine, so long as there's enough of it. So we're right there. Technically, I think you can buy it in the main city, but I'm not gonna because it's saving my money, you know? You hear a rattling noise behind you. Another rattling. Oh, it's the baby one. It could either be snakes or babies. It's snakes. Boom, boom, boom. A fancily dressed goblin steps forward. Hi, hello, being a mayor. Welcome now. Going away, please. The goblin seems friendly, but blocks your entry into the gulch. Talk to the goblin. Can I not coming in? Sorry, only goblins being very private. Outthink him. This is not very nice. Don't you want fostering better of human-goblin relations? I could be a new human ambassador, and you go to Human Town being the goblin ambassador. Guessing that might be a good idea. Diplomatics, yes, okay. The mayor shakes your hand and starts walking toward Dirtwater. Good. The sign says nothing interesting in Goblin. You hear a quiet rustling as though a single goblin were rummaging through a crate filled with straw. Go in and beat the straw out of it. You made that trigger happy goblin trigger sad instead. You dig through the crate the goblin was rummaging through, but there's nothing interesting in any of them. Rats. The sign says library in Goblin. You listen to the door, it's quiet inside. Go inside. The shack's filled with crude bookshelves. The bookshelves in turn are filled with crude books. 3 titles catch your attention. So very complicated numbers. How to bird noise. Alice going into a seeing glass. This popular children's novel has been translated into Goblin Jabberwocky. Still reads pretty much the same. Oh, it's brilling. Being and toves of slithing did a wob grying and also googling. This book is extremely detailed treatise on sounds that different birds make. You probably wouldn't expect to learn how to do an accurate great crested greeby impression from a book, but that's how detailed it is. All you can tell about this book is that it concerns extremely high-level mathematics. You don't have the vocabulary to understand any of it, and probably still wouldn't even if it wasn't written in English, or if it was in English. Your brother would probably love it. So nothing I got out of that. The sign says Delicatens. Alright, don't hear anything. Rats, the door's locked, and I can't lockpick yet because they haven't given me that book yet. Sign says storage in Goblin. No sounds. Shack with thousands of tiny cabinets, each labeled with a number in Goblin. Look in a random drawer. Gulch Goblin Lollipop. Increase your mysticality by 3, but reduces your muscle and moxie by 1. I got them trousers. Plus 3 armor, minus 2 moxie. Yes, that was it. Red herring storage in Goblin. You hear a couple of goblins rustling around in there. Sounds like they're doing something really important. Interrupt them. Oh, goblin wizards. Fish wizards at that. Not the fish! You look around the building, but it turns out just to be filled with rotting fish. Rats. How am I doing on XP right now? 736? Bean golem. To be a largest bean golem. 1000 XP and I can make him a large bean golem. The sign says Mayor's house in Goblin. He's gone, so I can go in. Hear nothing inside. The shack contains a bed and a desk. Investigate the bed. It's made of cactus logs with a blanket made of woven together cactuses. That can't be comfortable. Check out the desk. The desk is strewn with folders. You notice one that says important secrets on it. Read the important secrets. You learn a variety of secrets, though the only one that's actually pertinent to your circumstances is that there's a spare key to the treasure cave in drawer 69105 in storage hut. Ooh. Is it? Treasure. You press your ear to the door and hear somebody delivering what sounds like lines from Hamlet, except in Goblin tongue. From this vantage point, you also notice a sign next to the door reading "Backstage entrance is here is a bean," with an arrow pointing to the back of the building. Head backstage. You sneak backstage and watch the play from behind the curtain. Not only is it Goblin version of Hamlet, it's also been rewritten as a one-man show. To bean or not to bean? Oh, that is a question. Could it better thinking to suffering a crazy things? And arrows, or fighting so many bad things from stopping them because fighting. To dying, to sleeping, hey. Dreaming maybe? But oh, problems. If dreaming crazy when living, what dreams happen after dying? Wow, pretty weird probably. Keep watching. You watch for a while. The bits where the actor has to do a sword fight with themselves are pretty entertaining. Nice. You listen to the door and there's nothing. Hear nothing inside. Pick a lock. Don't have it. Sadly. Still sadly. Hear a bunch of gruff goblin voices gruffly griping at each other inside. Heading guns blazing. Cactus. My bean kicked his butt. You win. That showed them if they weren't dead now. You got the treasure cave key, which I already had one. 74 meat and goblin sandwich. Beer cactus. Heads. This goblin is paying more attention to their book goblet than to you, but you're pretty sure you aren't going to be waltzing on by. Let's see, heal. Ow. I didn't mean to heal myself. I meant to shoot it, but oh. You won. Guess those goblins should have spent less time standing around here and more time standing around somewhere else that you didn't want to loot. Hooray! Let's see. Oh, it's a rare and valuable treasure chest cactus. Pick lock. Ooh, lots of meat. Careful, these things are pointy. Ooh, more meat. I'm getting rich. This one looks heavy as well as pointy. Hey, wow, it contains an entire year's supply of diamond. Nice. And I can't pick the lock on that one. Got some good meat out of this place, though. That's pretty exciting. I want to go down to Dirtwater and see what the goblin's doing down there. Let's check the vendor. Anything? Nope, nothing new. Jail. I think I have a bounty to turn in. Give the 5 hats. 5 black hats with bullet holes in them. The black hat bandits, I presume? That's right. Guess where they're going? They won't need hats. Here's your reward. More meat. Thank you. Hot dogs. Oh, the goblin's not here. Oh, he has like own place or something. Before you can react to a sudden howling, a ghost train surges over the hill. Oh, yeah, we got this. It's Skelly Man's. Alright. Any luck finding a year's supply of diamond? The passengers are getting restless. Yep, here you go. Good. Perfect. This'll do the trick just fine. Hang back for a bit while I get the fella to set up the charges, and I'll let you do the honors. Smee consults with the other workers, and they inspect the rocks for a time. Eventually, one of them shrugs, pushes the whole crate of dynamite up to the rocks, and wires up a detonator. Alright, light her up. Wait, don't you have a longer detonator coming? Nope. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Just give me a 3 count before you hit the plunger so I have time to get under the train. Great. Kablooey. The surveyors didn't say anything about a crazy rock monster. Quick, you're the protagonist. Do something about it. Alright, there's a very large and very angry looking thing guy standing here. Apparently it's a little peeved at having a year's supply of diamond blown up next to its butt while it was sleeping. Are you going to handle this? Well, I can do a fair fight, or I can outfox it. Or I could go to eat some food and try to mysticality magic it away. I wish to fight it. Running away from stuff doesn't tend to help you as much. Oh, I should have not have done a fair fight here. Got into my turn. I should not have done that. Oops. Yeesh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Just whittle it down, I guess. Jeez. My poor bean. You're not doing so good here. I guess we should have outwitted it. Ooh, 20 damage to the target. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. Nice. You showed that rock who the boss of rocks is. 75 XP. Hooray! Well, now, that's a fine day's work as I've ever seen. Much obliged, friend. We'll be getting the rest of this track laid down and head out now. Here, I'll mark your route on the map for you, just in case our path happens to cross again. You discover the new map location, the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company Camp. Thanks, but can't I just ride the train? Got a ticket? Ha, just kidding. Of course you don't. Ever see on the train sold out? Sorry, boss. Jerks. As you're riding along the dusty desert trail, you find a change in the air. This area is thick with mystical bean energy. You orient your mind along the axis of powerful magnetic bean field and follow it to a cave. A sign out front reads, "The Great Garbanzo's Secret Hideout. Fellow bean wizards, welcome." Well, yeah, we're gonna go check it out. Last I checked, I'm a bean wizard. There's another cemetery near here we ought to check out. A pretty big one named Reboot Hill. Okay, I'll add to the itinerary. A revolting sofa. All-purpose beans. Can serve any purpose if you're a master chef. Most of these books are too fragile to touch, but there's one that looks like it's in decent shape. Grab it. Beans Illustrated. Guys, I don't know if this is allowed to be on here. This is a crumbling old tomb of bean recipes and general cookware tips. Teaches you how to cook advanced bean dishes and make bean iron cookware. Noise. You are preternaturally good cook. The cooking skills have boiled over and splattered all over the sublime. Unfortunately, the book was so fragile that your close reading caused it to crumble to dust. Aw, shut. You sense a deposit of bean iron. Mine it. Bean iron nugget. This is a nugget of iron shot through with some cosmic bean energy. You approach the arcane oven and prepare to ply your mystical trade. For some bean iron cookware. You contemplate your skills and the materials you have on hand. You could make something out of some bean iron. Your mind reaches into the bean iron to see what shapes it conceals. You detect 3. A spatula, a skillet, or a badge. Honestly, I don't really want any of those. But let's go with a spatula. You squeeze the bean iron into the shape you desire. It's more complicated than that, obviously, but that's what it looks like. Well, you can contemplate your skills and the materials you have on hand. Unfortunately, you have no bean iron remaining. Click something simple. You approach the arcane oven and prepare to apply your mystical trade. Cook thinking beans. Mysticality 5. Spell damage for black beans. Or greasy beans for meat drop. We're good for the moment. It's the Great Garbanzo's bed. Look under the pillow. All-purpose beans. Alright. Let's go wander around out here. You see the familiar palisades of an army fort off in the middle distance. You swing goldfish toward it to see what it's called. Fort Memoriam. Go there now. Ooh, Viking guys. Not many people would walk around in a cow hat this day and age, not to imply they were ever in fashion or anything. Talk to them. Hi, I'm Vicky. Hi, I'm Melvin. What's with the hat? We're doing historical reenactments. You're playing a tabletop war game? Well, okay, sure, but a historical one. Anyway, we only switched to this after we quit doing real enactments. Real reenactment. Why'd you quit? It was too much exercise. Also, somebody kept refusing to lie down when he got killed. You missed! What's this game you're playing? Oh, you probably aren't familiar with this type of board game. It's a very specialized form of entertainment. What I mean is, you seem to be using Flintlock 4000 rules, but my brother's set didn't have cows. Oh, well, yeah. We had to mod them in ourselves. Cool, huh? Can I play? Well, the rules are pretty complex. I don't think the others will want to stop to play a teaching game. I already know. My brother used to bug me to play him all the time so he could test his strategies. Then great, yeah. We're short a player on the cow side. Step up to the table and grab some dice. Clove drops, sugar guns, and sugared ball. play their little game. Which battle would you like to recreate? The Battle of Cow Ridge. Hellbolt. This revolting human will be utterly destroyed. Kill your target. Target stats by 1. Okay, so we got 15, 5, 15. So we want to get rid of one of these guys for sure. All right. Give me one of those. Some muscle fibers. It was still just dead. Because this doesn't attack that. It does, but only if it has something in front of it. Got it. Oops, let me cow die. Okay, so now so this is 15, 10, 10, 10. That didn't work. Play another battle. Oh. Well. Okay. So I should have been trying to kill one of the side ones. Okay, I know better now. So I don't think I need to buff up my cat. I don't really need to buff up myself either. So let's destroy one. I guess I should have buffed him up at least once. I don't know what to do here. Okay, so let's buff him 1, 2 times. Then let's one shot that guy. That guy's one shotted. A lot less damage now. Heal ourselves and start shooting this one. Oh. Victory. So I got one more here. I am alone fighting this side. Oh goodness. Cow culture will restore 1 AP to the bover mind every round. So I pretty much have to do this, right? I think I should probably have killed that one first. No, do these first. I have more health. Oh, so close on this one. but I didn't. You prevailed in the early skirmish of 1884. Heck yeah. Wow, you're really good at this game. Getting good was the only way to keep my little brother from lording it over me all the time. I feel like we should give you some kind of prize. I've got some leftover guns from when I was gluing the figurines together. Want them? Sure, thanks. A bunch of really small guns. This is a handful of tiny pewter guns, which presumably serve some purpose in the games they play at Fort Memoriam, but which could also be used to outfit a small army of elves. We won all those. Nothing happened. This shelf is stuffed full of rule books for a weird game those nerds are playing. Well, I already beat that. Oh. My stomach is full. Spleen? What's a spleen? Spleen? How many potions you can use? Okay. What's considered a potion? Potion. These are considered potions. Speed by 3. Mysticality by 3. I would need a lot of mysticality. I don't think that's going to happen. That's 5. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get there with what I have unless I have some drinks. Muscle, melee, moxie, 1, 9, mysticality by 3. I probably could get there if I really wanted to use all that stuff up. Master cook. What am I at now for mysticality? Just so we're at 17, so we need 8 more, which is a lot more realistic. That's 5, so I only need 3 more. And if I never sleep, you pore over the rules until you understand them perfectly enough to realize that they're for an entirely different game than these guys are actually playing. Oh well, at least you learned something useful. 50 XP. As you're about to walk away from the shelf, you notice a book that definitely doesn't belong here. Fundamentals of Nexmex. Gives you raised skeleton buddy skill. I didn't get that once. Read it. This seems like it's probably pretty dangerous. Sure you want to read it? Yes. Okay, it's your funeral. Whatever, Grandma. The words crawl off the page and into your eyes like worms. The worms burrow into your bones and whisper stuff to you about cool things you can do with other people's bones. You got perk, race skeletal buddy. You can scroll skeleton bones and then use them to summon skeletons to protect you in combat. Examine skeleton bones in your inventory to enchant them. As you turn over the last page, the book vanishes in a puff of smoke. Spooky. You carve some writhing glyphs into the bone with your penknife and hiss black words into them. The bones shiver, eager to please. Summon a skeleton to protect you. Nice. Well, that's useful. They do with sculptures or just skeleton bones, it looks like. What do I have? Any other bones? Handful of loose tea? No. Okay. Neat. This pile of trash smells very, very bad. Investigate. This pile of trash smells very, very bad. You power through the stench and find a few non-garbage items in the pile. Kerfit's pants. Muscle 3. Nice. Do I want to talk to everybody? Probably should talk to him. Hi, buddy. Hey, Vicky. So how do you like this game? It's pretty good. I prefer science fiction version, though. What's that like? It's real interesting. It has vehicles that move without horses and guns that fire more than once before reloading. Whoa, that sounds really imba. How'd you get into this? I was in the actual war, made it out with only a few scars and a limp. Fortunately, on account of I spent the whole thing hiding in a cave. When I heard about reenactments, I signed up to find out what I missed. This is probably not a whole lot like what you missed. Yeah, better snacks for one. Howdy, I'm Ernie. What's this kinetoscope reel you're talking about? Oh man, you haven't seen the Dixon experimental sound film yet? It's amazing. What about it? Or what's it about? Well, there's two guys dancing while a third guy plays a violin into a huge cone. You can actually hear the violin. It's so great. And then a fourth guy walks in. What does he do? Nothing. That's when it ends. Sounds pretty avant-garde. How's the game going? Pretty good. We're on a real winning streak. If we'd been in charge of the army when the real war happened, things might have gone a lot differently. Probably the real war was a lot more unbalanced in terms of unit allotments. Good point. Hey, I'm Jeff. How do you like this game? Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm working on some rule mods for naval combat so we can do older wars like conquistadors and Vikings and stuff. Conquistadors versus Vikings, well, that would be pretty cool. Man, I know, right? How'd you get into this? Well, I have a lot of time to read at my job, and mostly I read a lot of history. So when I saw a flyer for historical reenactment thing, I thought it sounded interesting. They'd already quit doing real reenactments by the time I joined, but this is pretty good too. And painting the figurines gives me something else to do at work. This guy doesn't seem interested in the game. He's just noodling around as he's on his guitar. Hey, what's up? Not into the game? Nah, I mean, I like games. That's why I hang out with these guys. But I've gotten bored of these strategy war games. I want something different. Like what? Well, I like playing the guitar, so I was thinking of some kind of guitar game where you pretend you're in a band and you have to hit the right chord. Ah, yes, some Guitar Hero. Nice. That sounds hard if you don't already know how to play guitar. Yeah, I thought of making it like a real simplified version of guitar, but then it wouldn't be much fun for me. I have an idea. Instead of pretending to play in a band, why don't you join an actual band and play guitar for real? I know a place that's looking for talent. Huh. Put my guitar skills to actual use? That's not a bad idea. Okay, cool. It's the Jewel Saloon in Dirtwater. Tell them I sent you. Thanks a bunch. I'll head out now. Oh, man, my eyes. Looks like we had a new viewer in. Hello, how you doing? Well, it looks like I'm done here. Off in the distance, you spot a hungry bobcat sneaking up on a cute little desert squirrel. How do you feel about that? I will not allow this. Moxie 30. You fire your pistol at a rock, and the bullet ricochets to another rock and ricochets again, knocking a wedge of stone out from under a small boulder, which rolls down a hill and knocks a large cactus onto the bobcat, which howls and runs away. The squirrel escapes unharmed and is promptly grabbed by a desert hawk. Good job. Thank you. You see a splash of color out in the corner of your eye, and it turns out to be a giant multicolored banner hung across the front of an old army fort. You discover a new map location, Fort of Darkness. Ooh, see what that one's all about. Fort of Darkness sounds fun. What do you say, Alice? Alice is frowning at her research notes. Uh-oh. What's up? Is there another cemetery in the area we need to check out? Yeah, you might say that. Definitely there's a cemetery-ish thing. And definitely we need to check it out. Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all. You discover a new map location, Buffalo Pile. Ooh. What do you think we should do? Nah, no. We're done talking to her. She gave us the location. There's flowers in the cannons. I don't have Forging 3 yet. I need Forging 3 now. I haven't needed it up till now. 600. Come up into the wall, trying to look around. I don't have any binoculars. I forgot about those. Oh, stoners. This guy seems to be in a daze, looking around incomprehendibly at the boots and cobbler's tools around him. Hi there. These are some pretty cool boots you've made. Are they for sale? Huh? Oh, no. I mean, I'd like to sell them to you, but they aren't mine. You didn't make them? It's funny how everyone assumes that, but no. These were all made by elves. Elves? Yeah, man, like little elf guys. I got guns for elves. They're hard to see, like just out of the corner of your eye, you know. But I'll be just kind of standing here and just kind of, and then I'm like, oh hey, got another pair of boots in my hands. Guess the elves made some more boots. Huh? I haven't made a pair of boots myself in, I don't know, like a year? Years? Something. These elves keep making them, though. I don't know why. Weird. Okay. You should open up a boot store. Huh? A store to sell your boots in. They're not mine, though. They're... Right. The elves. But the elves can't be making them just for fun, right? I think they're making them so you can sell them. Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. There's a town called Dirtwater. You could open a really nice shop there. That's, a pretty long trip. Haha. But, like, it'd be dangerous. I'd be worried the elves wouldn't make it, you know? I've got just the thing. Tiny guns. Wow. What? Look at all these tiny little guns. See? With these, the elves will be able to defend themselves on the road to Dirtwater. Oh, man, that'd be so weird. Okay, yeah, cool. He packs his boots and tools together and heads out for the tent. It'll be kind of amazing if he actually makes it to Dirtwater, but stranger things have happened. This young lady is dressed in a fancy, expensive traveling clothes, though hardware has made them dirty and ragged. Also, her pupils are about the size of teacups. Wow, hi, a new face. My name's, one sec. Irene? She giggles. Everyone here just calls me Mushroom, so I forget sometimes. Howdy, Irene. I'm Vicky. What's your story? Oh, not much to tell. I was hitchhiking to Frisco a few months back, but I stopped here and never got around to continuing, you know? We're like a big happy family here, and everyone's so nice and appreciative of how I know so much about mushrooms. Mushrooms? Uh-huh. They're good for all kinds of things, if you know which ones to pick. If you want, I can sell a few of my favorites. I have a spare pair of mushroom pliers, too, if you want to pick your own. Okay, cool. Would you like to buy a mushroom or a pair of mushroom pliers? I want the mushroom pliers. Here you go. I'd share the location of my secret mushroom hunting cave with you, but I lost my knapsack with my map in it. I don't think I could explain how to get there just in, like, words. Good luck. I don't want to buy your mushroom. Give me bones. Hi, I'm Vicky. Teeth. Clavicle, femur, teeth. Wow, okay. Give her some bones. Requires 10 bones. Skull chips 5. Gold teeth 10. I can go farm all that up pretty quickly, though. Hi, I'm Vicky. Salutations, Vicky. They call me the Talking Dude because of my extensive knowledge of the principles of psychology and the arguments and conundrums surrounding its very aspects and interpretations. I bet that's not why they call you that. I bet I can interest you in a discussion of the particulars of criticism philosophy, Vicky? Sure, why not? The Talking Dude begins and you immediately tune out. Blah, 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 blah. A priori, blah, blah. Of course. Blah. An illogical argument against blah, 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 as opposed to self-learner, blah, 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 blah. Nod politely. Your posture alone is enough to keep him talking. Blah, 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 blah. On the other hand, blah, 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 blah. Of course. Blah, blah, blah. Dialectical materialism, blah, 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 blah. Try not to yawn. I've had conversations like this with people before. You keep him talking with the subtlest of body language, blah, blah. Therefore, Theoremascus is a terrible golfer, blah, which is, of course, a consequence of blah, blah. Uh-huh. Blah, blah, blah. On the other hand, blah, 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 blah. Fake a gasp. He acknowledges your interest and barrels onward. Blah, 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 blah. Type versus token, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I agree. blah blah, brain in a jar somewhere, blah blah, as opposed to blah 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 blah. Narrow your eyes. You keep him talking with the subtlest of body language, blah blah blah, brain in a jar somewhere, blah blah blah. Yes, I agree. Blah blah blah. In the writings of theatricians, blah 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 blah, brain in a jar somewhere, blah blah blah. Fake. They acknowledge your interest, blah 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 blah, in the writings of blah blah. It actually seems like some of this is rubbing off on you. You got perk. Courtesan philosopher. Plus 10 mysticality, guys. You're well versed in courtesan philosophy, or at least you're clever enough to pretend to be. I see. I'm tired of reading all the blah blah blahs. Can I get more out of him? Does the conversation end at some point? It's all different. No, we're back to brain in a jar, so I feel like you're starting to understand more and more of it as you go, though. Yeah, that's not right. No one's in here saying anything, so I'm just gonna keep clicking for a minute. Yeah, I'm done. Hello. Hello. Yes, hello. Yes. I'm Todd. Thicket, pleased to meet you. So, what do you do around here, Todd? I'm a chemist. I've been researching the properties of some of the local mushrooms. Properties? Like what? Like how they get you totally wrecked. Right. I'm kidding. They actually have a lot of interesting properties that could be a real boon to medicine. They may even hold a solution to many psychological disorders. Oh, well, that's pretty interesting. The fact that they could get you absolutely smashed is just a happy side effect. Haha. Woohoo! I see. If you have any electricist mushrooms, I can refine them into more potent, palatable, i.e. potion. Hehe. This woman is rocking back and forth, making a sound. She rapidly flaps her lips with her fingers. Hi. Hand her a jaw harp. What's this? It's kind of musical instrument. You bite the narrow part, and then, well, basically, you just do what you've been doing. She gives it a few experimental twangs and boings, then knocks out a sweet riff. Wow, this thing is like a revelation. Thanks. I feel like maybe I should take this to show it on the road. Maybe try the Jewel Saloon in Dirtwater. Sounds good. Hey, I found another musician. This place is, oh yeah, learn to dance. Will anyone teach me to dance? Oh, okay. The tall, muscular, bald man is leading his students in an aerobic workout routine. His voice is very powerful, yet disconcertingly soft as he counts off. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Excuse me, what's going on here? Exercise. You must strengthen the body. If the body is weak, the mind cannot be strong. These two are one. Who are you? I'm Kurtz. My methods still will usher in a new age of power and will. Can I exercise with you? Kurtz glances at your clothes. You do not have the proper attire. Before muscle comes skin. Before skin comes clothing. You look around, and sure enough, everybody else is wearing the same striped pants and weird fuzzy headband. Gun. Can't do the guns. It's a big pile of old military supplies. The crates aren't even sealed. Hardtacks, man, that's all stuff. One of the drawers in the cabin is open and cracked. Check it out. Ooh, military cemetery. There's only one file in the drawer, and it's a discharge order for a soldier who died from eating poisonous mushrooms. The last entry says she was buried in a plot 420 of a military cemetery up north. You mark the location on your map. There's a bunch of military manuals that all look too complicated for you, except for one. Take the simple one. Cannon loading for idiots. There's a sealed crate of old armor supplies. Oh yay. There's a sealed crate of old armor supplies. Oh yay. I need to find another shop so I can try to find another book and stuff. You see a fading old billboard off the side of the trail that reads, Roy Bean's House of Justice and Jelly Beans. This away, with an arrow pointing towards a small building in the distance. You discover a new map location. Roy Bean's House of Justice and Jelly Beans. Master of Flushing. Your toilet and flushing muscles are in fantastic shape. +3 to muscle. It's not very useful to me, but you know. For sale. There's a single yellow jelly bean in this case with a sign that says Peruvian Murder Bee Honey Jelly Bean. Very rare. 6,000 meat. What kind of lunatic would pay 6,000 meat for a single jelly bean? Ah, this kind, that's for sure. I kind of want it. It's your partner. It's a spittoon. Nothing special about it. Investigate it. As soon as you get near the spittoon, you can smell the overpoweringly sweet stench it exudes. Nauseatingly sweet, like the rotting corpse of a dead gummy bear. Look inside. Garish rainbow colors swirl together in a congealing psychedelic madness. Is Roy using jelly beans as chewing tobacco? Yes, of course he is. Investigate further. We're talking about a bowl of jelly beans that have been sucked on, half chewed, then spat into a brass bucket. Do you seriously want to put your hand in that swill of artificial coloring and thickened saliva? It'll probably never be clean again. Yeah, go for it. Look, I'm serious. You're about to permanently dye your hand with a swirling mishmash of all the worst colors in the spectrum. No one will ever have a tattoo that looks as gross or as stupid. Give it to me. Well, I tried. Don't ever say I didn't warn you. You plunge your hand into the spittoon and fish around for a while. Eventually you pull out a really disgusting pistol and a really disgusting hand to shoot it with. Ooh, I got hot resistance, cold resistance, and sleaze resistance +20. Your hand has been permanently stained by the rainbow-colored constants of a nasty spittoon. On the bright side, that hand will never suffer anything worse than it ever has again. And then we got, ooh, that's nice, plus Moxie. It'll probably make a pt2 sound when you shoot it, and deals stench damage instead of physical, and +6 Moxie. That's pretty sweet. This lack of jelly beans is not for sale. Howdy there, Pilgrim. Name's Roy Bean. Howdy, Roy. I'm Vikic the Great. What do you do here? Well, when I first came to these parts, I was all about two things. Dispensing justice and dispensing jelly beans. It was the biggest name in bounty hunt and candy selling anyone had ever heard of. Gosh, what happened? Oh, nothing particularly tragic. Got old, is all. Hung up my pistol for good, he pointed to the wall. He's pointing at the empty hook on the wall over a spittoon. I still sell some jelly beans from time to time, but they're out of fashion. This old place is just a jelly bean museum now. Seems like the sign out front isn't very accurate then. How do you mean? Well, if you aren't dispensing justice here, maybe it should just say museum. I guess you got a point. Ask about the jelly beans. For a jelly bean museum, I sure don't see very many jelly beans. Bunch of crooks and shady characters stole them, all 3 jars. Suppose they think I'm a soft target now that I'm retired. Oh, that sucks. I'll help you get them back. Well, now, I certainly appreciate the assistance. Can't offer much in the way of reward, but I can tell you which way the first group of thieves went if you haven't out that direction. Okay, I'll go get them. Jelly beans. An odd flash of light nearby prompts you to stop and investigate. You discover a goblin with a strange hinged board covered with shiny foil, which they're using to reflect sunlight onto a pair of leather boots. Hey, hello, what doing? Tanning. I am a tanner. Da da da. Let's talk to it. Yes, yes. Sun using to making very tan. I don't think that's how it works, but I guess you're the expert. What? Just tan. I don't want to trade. Hey. Oh, I made a grave error. Oh, surrender. Surrender. That ain't happening. No, I lost all my buffs. Don't mess with that guy, apparently. What can I get for you? Hey, Lloyd. Do we have to have those guys here? I guess they'd be in the stage one day. Pretty sad that I lost my buffs. You okay, buddy? I'm pretty sure my leg is broken. So no. What happened? Traffic accident? No, I just sort of broke all of a sudden. I guess I don't get enough vitamins or whatever. Good nutrition can be difficult these days and age. I'm going to need some medicine for this. Can you help? Sure. Thank you. There's a mission up north. The nuns there run a little hospital and sell medical supplies. Can you give me some broken leg pills? Broken leg pills? Is that a thing? Yeah, that's a thing. Don't have any with me. Sorry. Okay, coming up. Have Victor got any mail for him? Nope. Darn. Well, I'd like to send a postcard. Alright, let's have it. You write a quick note to Rufus letting him know what you've been up to and that you're okay. That'll be, one of them prepaid ones. That'll be 0 meat then. Thanks. That's not where I was trying to go, but thank you. I don't want to go there really either. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, hey, hi. Nice to meet you, or see you again. Hey, did your elves make the trip okay? Oh, sure, yeah, no problems, like at all. I've been seeing them less and less since the move, though, so I've been making some boots myself just to help them out. Well, that's real nice of you. What can I get for you? Show me your goods. Plus 3 speed to a pair of boots, which is actually pretty good. Let's grab a couple of those just in case we change our stuff. Plus 2 AP, plus 11 damage, plus 2 AP, plus 8 pistol attack damage. I don't know what we're using for boots right now. Black boots, 1 moxie. Alright, so what do we... Our hat is 5 moxie, so we're probably not going to change that. Smoking, Conthant, spell damage. I don't really use my spells, so let's switch back the armor one. So 6 to 7 plus 1 moxie plus 6 moxie. Yeah, way better. Fancy knife is plus 3 moxie. Plus 6 pistol damage. Artillery saber is pretty sweet. Magic place. So we're gonna go with this one because that's amazing. Shiny ball is 4 moxie, which I think is best we got right now. Yeah. Full ring we could probably change to something useful. go with meat gains. Muscle. Plus 1 armor's all we got on that. Let's go with read it. There's a rudimentary that it's insulting to your intelligence even though you know almost nothing about loading cannons. Okay, so boot polish. I want to add 3 to our stuff, that'll be nice. Grin skull skill. This seems like it's probably pretty dangerous. Are you sure? Yes. Alice's glare threatens to burn a hole straight through you. You better not be thinking of doing what it looks like you're thinking of doing. Relax, Alice. I can handle it. Fight fire with fire, right? If I think for even 1 second you're turning into another necromancer, I'll be fighting fire with lead. It's cool. Don't worry. So do we actually use it? I don't care what she thinks. You cannot see the words on the page, but you can nevertheless read them. Your mind becomes stained with grim secrets. You got skill grin and skull. Skulls are scary and ghosts are scary. You know what would be double scary? Yes, you do. As you turn over the last page, you look to vanish and puff of smoke. You don't feel so well. Your hair instantly loses all of its color. White hair. I didn't have hair to begin with. Your hair is gone permanently white due to your meddling in the affairs of the underworld. Oh no, -3 Moxie. I don't like that. Armor, we want to find. That's a good one. You open the can with your teeth and eat the contents just like eating an egg. You don't know how to eat eggs the right way either. Increases Moxie, no. Mysticality, Moxie by 6 for the rest of the day. So yeah, I want that one. So it's made of cow stomach, demonic cow stomach. So not only would you be eating that, you'd also be kind of eating whatever the cow ate. Are you sure you want to eat this? Yes. Mysticality. Increases your muscle, mysticality, Moxie by 5 for the rest of the day. So we want to do that one probably too. Give us some good stat boosts. Oh, I can't eat more than 2. Darn it, I forgot about. What we got for increases your muscle, mysticality, and Moxie for 1 for the rest of the day. Muscle, maximum HP, Moxie. Let's go with Mox. Let's go with maximum HP, why not? And then what we got for meat drop bonuses for the rest of the day, and more meat drops, why not? Oh, sarsaparilla, gosh darn, look at that, 34 Moxie. So since I slept to a new day, is there anything new in the shop? Because that would be really useful. Can of oil. No, so not really. We'll pick up the can of lubricant just in case we need it for something. So we need a bunch of skeleton parts, so we're probably going to go up to the Davy Yard. Kill a bunch of these guys, get a bunch of skeleton parts, take them back to that camp. 54 damage now? Jeez. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to see your face. Let's go to the military cemetery. Should be some more skeletons up that way, right? You hear the crack of a rifle and a lead bee buzzes past your ear. I call bullets lead bees sometimes. Off in the distance you see a skeleton with a rifle. It looks like he's lining up another shot. You wreck, nerd. Antique rangefinder. Pistol attack damage. Nice. You beat the skeleton up and take their rangefinder. Ha! Good luck shooting things that you don't know how far away they are, skeleton. It's dead. You can't do it anyway. Well, dead again. Beyond this gate stand countless rows and columns of tombstones. Well, they're not actually countless. I've counted them, and there are 999 of them. You can visit an individual plot by number if you'd like. Let's go with one. What's number one? You approach the grave. It reads, First Lieutenant Flomena Del Cruz, 4077 Chief Medic Division. You hear something rattling and scratching coming from beneath the tombstone. Dig it up and fight. I wonder if there's any special tombs. I don't remember if I actually checked any of this last time I played. I don't know why I was worried. I was like, I'm just gonna cut it. $70 XP, 2 skeleton bones. Visit plot number 2. You approach the grave. It reads, Sergeant Amon Barton, 9th Cannoneer Division. You hear a rattling and scratching coming from beneath the tombstone. Dig it up. I don't know why I'm trying again. I'm just gonna cut. I can one-shot one skeleton, so I might as well, right? Handful of loose teeth. Oh, hey, she leveled up. So how about 69? You approach the grave. It reads, First Lieutenant Seth Whitney Jr., 69th Innuendo Division. Wink, wink. This grave doesn't bear any of the telltale marks of necromantic interference. Dig it up. Incendiary bullets, silver bullets. You got an item. Military school class ring. Nice. 420. Plot 420 is completely overgrown with mushrooms. You root around the loose shroomage and find a book. Coincidentally, it's a book about mushrooms. You got mycology, yourcology. Teach you about all kinds of mushrooms. You flip through the book and memorize the positions of all the spots on the mushrooms. You know more about mushrooms than the average cowpoke. You identify useful or dangerous mushrooms. Nice. Oh, is there any other good numbers? I don't know any other good numbers. Beyond this grave stand countless rows and columns of tombstones. Well, they're not actually countless. I've counted them. Oh, I already read all that. Why am I reading that again? You approach the grave. It reads, Sergeant Mav Ella Jensen, 76th Pyrokinetics Division. This grave is quite quiet. Pick it up. Army log. This is set of personal effects buried with the soldier whose personal effects they were. The ground here is rocky and pretty hard to shovel. You may get down the column and find a lockbox. The soldier must have had no next of kin. Sad. Which one did we just visit? 3. Corporal Grace McGlough. 23rd Beanslinger Division. The soldier buried here is making a lot of noise. I'm trying to think if there's any other actual names or numbers that mean anything funny. You approach the grave. It reads, First Lieutenant Benjamin Haldeman, 23rd Beanslinger Division. This grave is quiet. Pick it up. Smelling salts, chemical bullets. You approach the grave. It reads, Sergeant Major Isaiah Brad Kraft, 420th Infantry Division. You hear rattling and scratching coming from beneath the tombstone. What happened to my shovel? Did I break my shovel? That's annoying. This eternal flame. Do not touch. Scotland's roasting a weenie over the eternal flame. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that. No. It's good fire, not to wasting. Sleazy them. Use the goblin not to play with fire, at least not special commemorative fires, and not while you're around. Goblin bratwurst, 3 of them. Increases your muscle by 10, but reduces your moxie. Ugh, no, I don't want that. Hey, a new shovel. Sick. So I guess you can use it on shovel so many times, so I don't know if I should keep using it here. Oh, no one's in here to help me decide if there's any other funny numbers. Let's see if I can look up any, just because it'd be nice to see if there was any cool ones. So the only other special one besides for a puzzle that I have to do, which I'm not reading because I'd rather figure out the puzzle, is 666. I didn't even think of that this number. Intermediate Next Max. This mid-tier Next Max textbook teaches you how to replenish your blood supply by stealing blood from the living. Keeping enough blood inside you is important to macromasters and civilians alike. Gives vampiric a yodel skill. So 777 is not special? But I don't know the puzzle yet. There's a skeleton out here in the desert that's not very strange because people die all the time in the desert. This skeleton, though, is doing arm curls with a pair of iron dumbbells. He doesn't have any muscles, but somehow his bones are extremely ripped and or swole. That doesn't even begin to make sense. Medically speaking, yeah, that is utterly absurd. Hiss. Fight him, surrender, or show concern for his health. Outfox and 4. Listen, I'm pretty sure bones aren't supposed to do that. Back me up here, Doc. I'm a GP and anthropology isn't my specialty, but yes, it definitely shouldn't have his. The amount of marrow you've got there, I wouldn't be surprised if your blood cell production overload your capacity to reabsorb it. You could burst or at least start leaking blood all over the place. Ugh. The skeleton runs away, presumably to find an sociopath. Or did they have words? Hard words, hard. Do I have enough bone stuff for that lady? Bone lady. I have these bones. You hand her an armload of bones and she starts mechanically picking through them, selecting some and discarding others based on criteria you can't discern. Eventually, having chosen the best 2 from the pile, she secures them together with wire and screws and hands you something that basically looks like a sword. Spooky damage. Nice. So I need more teeth and more skull chips to be able to get that. Whatever that is. Your L vibrato device starts bleeping, and the bleeping leads you to an unremarkable sand dune, which quickly becomes remarkable when the robot buried underneath it wakes up. Approach it. 126 on that. Ooh, muscle. Dang. I'll summon you. Definitely want a shield. And we definitely want a butter bean, right? No. Well, maybe. Yeah, now let's just shoot. Victory! You forcibly shut the robot down and bury it back underneath its sand dune. 50 XP and 2 scraps. Nice. You grab a piece of blowing garbage to wipe the sweat from your brow. You should really get a handkerchief if you're going to keep riding in this heat. And the garbage turns out to be a flyer for a nearby tourist attraction. You discovered a new map location, Petting Cemetery. Go see it now. There hasn't been a bad movie about this kind of thing, right? Howdy, welcome to Gorman's Lancaster's one and only Petting Cemetery. It's an educational and interdimensional and only 500 meters for a lifetime pass. Petting Cemetery? That's right, a wide variety of guaranteed genuine animal skeletons, and you're free to touch them to your heart's content. Well, with your hands, that is. No writing. Here, bye. And you're free to touch them. Can I feed them? You can try. Neat. Did not get the hair. Got the hair. That's exorbitant. It's a lifetime membership. If you were younger, it'd be worth more. Fair enough. Sure, I want to see these things. Wonderful. Just hold still for a second while I memorize your face. Huh? Okay, go right on in. Thanks for your patronage. You're welcome. Increase my armor for the rest of the day. Increase your speed for the rest of the day. So the skeletons have jackrabbit. In a pinch, the jackrabbit can help you change the wheel on your wagon. This plaque says it's a pack rat skeleton, but there's nothing here. Nuts. This is a skeleton of a desert tortoise. It's currently in very slightly less of a hurry to get places than it was when it was alive. Gives me armor. What's this one? The plaque says it's a buffalo skeleton, but there's nothing here. You're buffaloed by this fact. This is an owl skeleton. If you want to know how many fireballs it takes to get to the center of an enemy skeleton, just ask an owl. Spell damage for the day. This plaque says it's a desert ape skeleton, but there's nothing here, and also you're pretty sure there's no such thing as a desert ape. This is a bobcat skeleton. Bobcats are known for their ferocity and the weird high-pitched noise they make when telling jokes. Pet it to increase your melee damage. This is a hawk skeleton. Hawks resent being mistaken for falcons and will shoot you if you do it too many times. Increases range damage. We'll take rain damage. 13 pistol damage? Dang. That's pretty sweet. We're going to do so much damage with this pistol. You see a few buildings off in the distance and spur goldfish toward them to investigate. It turns out to be the old Kellogg Sanatorium. You remember reading about this place in the papers. Crazy guy obsessed with bodily and spiritual purity, charging rich people an arm and a leg to eat bad food for a few weeks. Let's see what it's all about. I gotta go to Buffalo pile and stuff, but Kellogg's office. It's the ape skeleton from the petting simulator. Take it. Kellogg must use it for anatomy lectures, which probably made some of his students feel self-conscious about the length of their arms. Fold up the ape skeleton and stuff it in your pocket. Oh, okay. Whoa. Hello. You're the ghost, huh? Yes, it does appear so, and alas, without me here to instruct them in my regimen of purity, all my patients have fled. That's probably not exactly why. They're likely out ravaging the countryside and their own bodies. One cannot have purity of soul without purity of the body, you know. What's this whole purity kick about anyway? My threefold path to elimination of corruption influences. Would you like to hear about it? Sure, lay it on me. The first step is called purity of the glands. One must rid oneself of all romantic and sexual desires and cease any self-polluting activities. Like what, smoking cigars? Well, yes, but I'm thinking more of, nighttime activities. Alone. What? Anyway, that's the first step. Okay, what's the second step? The second step is purity of guts. This is accomplished through the frequent cold water enemas. Yikes. And the consumption of wholesome and nutritious grain flakes, manufactured through my personal, scientifically developed recipe. What makes them any different from other breakfast cereals? Did you not hear me? The recipe is scientifically developed. Alright, what's the third step then? The final step is purity of muscles. I've developed an extensive exercise regimen featuring several workout machines that I have invented myself. Neat, and all of this together, what was it? My regimen eliminates corrupting influences from the body, thus purifying the body, mind, and soul. Well, that sounds like a good result to shoot for, and it works. Certainly it does. Why, just look at me. You're dead. Only coincidentally. Uh-huh. Oh, no, I don't want to do this again. The dormitory. There's a skeleton in this bed, and it's wearing weird metal pants. Take them. Chastity pants? -5 moxie. These pants are oddly designed for preventing access to their contents. Lockpicking 3. These scraps of paper under the pillow. It looks like a torn out part of a diary page. Opposed to achieve purity of glands, but I can't stand sleeping in those metal pants. They're so noisy, especially when I... This bed is covered in bones. Take them. More bones. Yay. Yeah, lots of lockpicking 3. I don't have lockpicking 3. I don't even lockpicking 1. Kitchen. There's a combination of grain sifter, flour, melon, who knows what. The grain hoppers are currently empty. Label on this thing says dough press. It's a large oven, but it doesn't have a door, just a wide slot. Okay, purity is the best sauce. This list of draconian fitness rules the guests of the sanatorium had to adhere to. It's a scale. It's like a ruler, but for weight. Weigh yourself. According to the scale, you weigh 36 imperial newtons. You don't know how to use this scale correctly. Years worth of height and weight recordings for the ranch's customers. It is the most boring book you've ever read in this entirety. It's a big ruler. It's like a scale, but for height. According to this ruler, you're 8 yards, 5 millimeters tall. You don't know how to use this ruler correctly. Oh, there's a loose board here with fingerprints on it. Try it out. Kellogg Ranch key ring. Huh. Does that unlock the lockers? That's what I wanted. It does. You find the correct key and unlock the door. Kellogg Green Flakes recipe. Yay! You got a cowboy chef's hat. Plus 2 spell damage. Sugar pork balls, peppermint drops, Kellogg's Ranch workout regimen, warm up stretching, lunge expansion, 2 reps, equilibrium maintenance stretching, skeleton vibration, and cooldown stretching. Cool. You pick up the diary and blow off some of the dust. The cover says the Diary of Blank Smith. The first name has worn away, but you can tell it was fewer than 8 letters. Sadly, the contents aren't particularly juicy. The author joined Kellogg's health program because she'd had several relatives with poor health and wanted to preserve her own. She found the ranch to be pretty boring, but appreciated the lack of anything much else to do gave her plenty of time to spend knitting, which was her favorite hobby. The last entry mentions Kellogg's death, rumored but unconfirmed to be due to a brain aneurysm caused by outrage at hearing a dirty joke, and that the author was returning home. Guess she forgot the diary when she left. Not particularly hot after all. You find the correct key and open it. 5 needles. A bottle of London. Nice. Oh, we got the headband and pants for that one camp. Speed, maximum HP, muscle 7. Nice. We can always go back there now. Gymnasium. Insert my limbs. You shove yourself into the machine and allow it to inflict some warm-up stretches on you. Keep going. The machine pulls too hard, which probably yanks one of your shoulders out of its socket. So I actually have to follow the regimen. So it's 1 warm-up stretch, 2 lung expansions, equilibrium maintenance stretching, 3 skeleton vibrations, and a cooldown stretching. So enter your limb. You strap yourself into the machine and allow it to inflict some warm-up stretches on you. You put your mouth on the blast hole and turn the valve on the side of the machine and blast airflow. Feel good. Suck it again. Put your mouth on the blast hole and turn the valve on the machine again. Another blast stretches your lungs out even more. Feels great. So, what did I say it was? And then equilibrium maintenance stretching. You get back in the stretcher, and when it's done twisting you around more, you balance that you did before. Then we do 3 reps in this. You strap yourself in the machine and turn it on. Your skeleton vibrates inside of you. It feels great. Your skeleton vibrates more, revealing bones and muscles you didn't even know you had by making them feel amazing. Your skeleton undergoes a cathartic 3rd round vibration. Every molecule of your body is now exactly where it's supposed to be. And then interesting. You strap yourself into the stretching for a nice, relaxing feeling. Wow, you feel great. Didn't do anything for me? I didn't do anything. You didn't give me a buff or nothing. This desk is scrupulously tidy. In fact, there's not so much as a desk blotter or a single pen. It only has 1 drawer. However, you find a secret button cleverly hidden on the underside of that 1 drawer. Hey, or here, that's my desk. Keep out of it. You're incorporeal, so go ahead and try to stop it. Well, I never. You find a binder full of cryptic, messily written notes labeled Kellogg's Grain Flakes Preparation. You already have Kellogg's grain recipe, so there's nothing else to use here. A hidden panel slides open on the back wall, revealing a secret room. Awesome. This is the most secret room you can ever imagine. Okay, keep calm and enjoy nothing. A terrible secret room. The barn door is locked. The barn door is unlocked. You find the correct key and unlock the door. Go inside. Unlimited grain. There's a lot of grain here. If you ever need a lot of grain, you know where to find it. There's a coil of barbed wire hanging from a nail here. Big coil of barbed wire. Barbed wire is one of those things that pretty much explains what it is in the name. Oh, okay. Thank you. Lots of fertilizer. Needle. 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 Drink. Oogie wander. See if we can find anything else cool. Madness Mama. You notice a black spot on the base of a mountain to the east. You feel compelled to go investigate. That guy is creepy looking. You aren't one of us. Be gone from this place, interloper. Now you know something bad is going down. Nobody good uses the word interloper. Whoa, dude, I just kill people, man. I thought about outfoxing. That's too much word. If you're just jumping in, hello. How are you doing? Cultist mask. This is one of those spooky white mass of cultists you keep running into in mines where it's the first time actually, but Fortune 3 still. What a I can get Fortune 3 right now. Boom. Oh, local weed extract. Nice. Hello there, fellow cultists. What? Go away. Well, that's not very friendly. This isn't a knitting circle. Where'd your mask anyway? Dang. Don't ask questions. Oh man, he did good damage. Fortunately, none of the other cultists seem to have noticed you beating the stuffing out of that one. 50 XP and sarsaparilla. What happened to your mask? I modified it. It made drinking difficult. What happened to your mask? I'll be right back. No, I will not be right back. I'll just kill you. Much simpler this way. You drive a close body to a dark corner so none of the others stumble across her. 50 XP and more sarsaparilla. Hi, what's up? I got some rocks, yeah? The master gave them to me. He wanted me to have them. Okay, what's cool about them? They're mine, don't touch them. Give me rocks. Give me a rock, sucker. Tentacled badge. Spooky resistance. This is a little pewter badge shaped like an octopus, I guess. You've never seen an octopus with more than 2 eyes, though. I mean, you only have 2 eyes. This item goes on your lapel. And then more sarsaparilla and 50 XP. When you hide the cultist's body behind her pile of rocks. Terrible. You okay? You seem kind of injured. I fell down, but the master picked me back up. That's nice. He'll pick us all back up. He'll pick you back up. ... Come on, my bean warrior. Smite the unbeliever. Don't smite me, that hurts. Stock certificate. Just sell it. This is a certificate entitling the bearer to 42 shares of Standard Textile Industries, a company based in Yuma. Sell value 194 meats. Oh, you some bean iron. Hi, how's it going? New mask, who dis? She glares at you suspiciously. Smite the unbeliever. Not my bean. Great, that's one less cultist in your way to whatever is in this kind. 40 or 50 more XP. Get all its XP. You have a transcended mortal cuisine. I don't even know what that does. Bum, bum, bum. Hi, why is your mask different? Because I'm the leader of this cell? How can you be down here and not know that? Look, I passed 7 different guys to gear. Obviously, if I weren't meant to be here, that wouldn't be impossible. I suppose. So who's the master everyone was talking about? Our great dark master Roberto. Are you sure you're supposed to be down here? Sure, it's fine. That was rude. Should I wear the mask? Or just keep smiting everybody? It says, Dear Geoff, the big guy says to stay out of here. Praise be Roberto. Sincerely, Geoff. A dense bean iron. Your deft picking reveals a ladder leading downward. Ooh. The screen on this machine says channel. There are 4 buttons. The machine emits a noise like a duck and a slot opens. The L vibrato scraps in your pack vibrates, so you stick them in the slot, but nothing happens. Must not be enough. The machine emits a noise like a duck and the slot opens. However, stick them in, but not enough. Okay, I guess I don't have enough of things. There's a big cylinder on top of this big rectangle. You got a L vibrato cylinder. Nice. There are a bunch of paper cards on this table. Grab them. L vibrato punch cards. Complicated. This is a thick paper with dozens of square holes punched in it. It looks like the ones you used for the census back in the 90s, but way more complicated. Broken vibrator machinery. Got some scraps. Do I have enough scraps now? Oh, a vibrato helmet. Spell damage. The machine emits a noise like a duck in the slot with a vibrato scraps in your pack vibrator. You cram them in the hole. After 10, the slot closes and reopens, having converted your garbage into a hat. Nice. I didn't really want a hat. I don't know. So where is he? I guess we'll put that mask on. Oh, nothing else going on right here. We want the fake Pope hats back on, I guess. Hi, how's it? Shh, I'm listening to what? The master, of course. Can't you hear him? Oh, yeah, of course. He gives you some real side eye. Shoot. They do so much damage. Can I grab maximum HP? Definitely need to do this. That'll work for me, I guess. Please don't kill me. Summoner Bean. Spooky damage is 0. So I'll reduce it at the end of my turn. So let's do that because that increases my mysticality. This increases my armor. And then let's just shoot. So much HP. Yeah. She's dead. Okay, so won't end your turn. Okay, we need more than I ain't messing around. I'll just use all these items I've been collecting. You'll be able to cult leader and take his mask. Looks like you just got promoted. Nice. Okie dokie. Jelly Bean Thieves Hideout. Let's go over there, see if we can't get our jelly beans back. You approach the band seated around the fire. The meanest looking one speaks up. Don't know who you think you are, stranger, but you better turn yourself right around and head back the way you came, unless you want to eat lead. Well, that's not very neighborly. Take a hike, neighbor. You fellas stole a jar of jelly beans from an old man, and I aim to have them back. Oh, is that right? And just how are you planning to do that? Ruthless plus dynamite, yes! Without a word, you pull a stick of dynamite out of your back pocket and toss it on the band's campfire, blowing the 5 of them into smithereens. 150 XP. Shouldn't have stolen that candy. I love it. It's the missing jelly beans. Mint jelly bean. Man, it's meager food supply. They should have been robbing grocery stores. Instant grits and jellied escargot. A cache of ill-gotten goods. Needle, cheap wine, cheap whiskey, Kerfit's headband. Understand for me. Sealed crate, let's open it. 10 dynamite! Yay! I used one, I needed more. A cache of ill-gotten goods. A needle, hard soda, cheap wine, 300 meat. Nice haul. That was awesome. I love it. Just blowed them up. Let's go up to Reboot Hill. You find a big crate. Should probably fell off a wagon on its way to a ranch or something, unless maybe it grew here wild. You have seen a lot of weird-looking cactuses in your travels. Open it up. Depressed ranch candy. Full canteen. Oh, hey, what's this? You got a rancher's pistol. That's 5 moxie. I think mine's better right now, because I think mine gives me 6 moxie and it has higher damage. Plus, it's smelly. Smell and solid. Blood building tonic. Orthopedic boots. Nice. Reboot Hill. Don't worry, it's just paint. What's this way? Oh, I guess how far does it go over this way? Really? It just goes over here a bunch of way for nothing? There's a strange keyhole in the trunk of this tree. Huh. Plot number 1. You see the ghost of an elderly woman holding flowers. She seems lost and depressed, above and beyond what's expected for a ghost. Howdy, ma'am. Is there something I can help you with? Oh, it's so awful. I can't remember. I can't remember at all. Let's start at the beginning, okay? Well, you see, I had 4 daughters. They married 4 brothers, the Smith boys. And after that, they each had 5 daughters of their own. Unfortunately, I outlived every one of the 24 of them. You know you're a ghost, right? Oh, yes. In fact, I died here in this graveyard where they're all buried. I came to visit them, and I suppose my poor old heart finally gave out. That's not the problem, though. 95 years is a pretty good run, after all. So what did you forget? I brought this bouquet of flowers to put on my favorite granddaughter's grave, but I can't remember which one of them was my favorite. I'm so ashamed, and I can't bear to leave until I've remembered. I see. Well, maybe I can help you figure it out. Oh, thank you. I'd appreciate that ever so much. No problem, ma'am. Can you remember anything about your granddaughter? Well, I'm quite certain her first name ended in a vowel. Okay, anything else? I remember I was 40 when she was born. Oh, no, 37? Or was it 42? It must have been somewhere in that range at least. Okay, anything else? Oh, her first name was longer than her last, just like mine. Okay, anything else? I remember that she wasn't buried next to any of my daughters. Okay, anything else? She sniffles a little. She passed at the same age as poor Becky, who was always in such ill health. Anything else? Oh, her favorite hobby was knitting. She knit me a lovely sweater in for Crimbo. I think we just read about this one at the Kellogg place. The name was scratched out. 8 letters. Just the year before she died, and that's all I can remember. Knitting. Okay, then. Hang on, let me take a moment. Did her name start with, Alright. Pamela Smith. Pearl Smith? Little Becky Smith. Lily Smith. Leslie Smith. Alright. Penelope Smith? Why Penelope Smith? That's 8. Patricia. It's also 8. Never mind. First Becky Smith. Fiona Smith. Paul Smith. Lenora Smith. Faye Smith. Linda Smith. Margaret Smith. Madeline Smith. How do I know which ones are daughters? There's a lot of girl names here. A Lucy Pack's grave. You uncover a copy that was apparently delivered by mail because it still has the address printed on it. Either that or it was a joke about someone going to Hellstrom Ranch after they die. Rebecca Smith. Billy Spider McClinney. Wise old Jed Marmot. This time the bar ate him. The ground here seems reasonably soft. Pick it up. Marmot skin cap. 7 pistol damage. Nice. Kinda ironic. Peggy Immortal. Big Bob Hurlingham gone to the big pie eating contest in the sky. The ground here seems reasonably soft. Pick it up. Tripe pie. Increases your muscle by 5 for the rest of the day. Biff Birkinson. Snidely Crandlesworth. Annette Cinnabon. Clean Willie Hinks. Really is gonna hate this burial thing. Try to eat her way out of a bear. It was sort of like Benjamin Button kind of thing. He had a real life butt face. I should have been reading all of these. Gone to the big pie. I stopped reading about there, I think. Buck Gensley. Nobody ever saw a man die that way before. Looks like there's a whole gang buried here. Wait in. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Well, let's summon our guy. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go. I don't think they're going to do too much damage. They got a seemingly high amount of health. Ooh. That could change the story. Ow. That hurts. Don't shoot the bean again. You're going to kill the bean. You killed the bean. That was really rude. Ow. I didn't think this through very well. Ow. So if we kill this guy, though, I don't think they do any more damage. $200 XP, nice. I like 200 XP. Here lie the sweet gang, may never wake up. Take the sword, sweet sword. +6 moxie, nice. This sword used to adorn the grave of the sweet gang. Now it adorns the faces of your enemies. Briefly. Like it. Funny. See, and I could use my smarts to figure this out. Like, I feel like I could use my smarts to figure this out. But I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to go, it's Patricia, and hope for the best. This lady had too many family members for me. Oop, can I do it again? I can't do it again. I should not have guessed, apparently. I should have actually tried. Oh well. Too late, broke that. I don't know if I can come back later and she's okay again and try again, but we'll see. Goldfish's ears perk up and he suddenly veers off course. You approach a weird clearing full of piles of rock. They make your ears ring somehow. You discover the new map location, the West Pole. Dismount and investigate. Everything's being pulled towards it. Local weed. A pile of weird rocks. Mess with them. These rocks are strange. They don't seem to weigh as much as they should, and they sort of drawn to each other. You could probably make an interesting cairn out of them. Something suave. A cool zigzag, a sassy face. A cheeky gesture. Nice. You step back and admire your handiwork. Handiwork. Heavy trigger finger, nice. It's great. Oh. Song of Spheres. You hear some song singing in your head all the time. It's actually kind of annoying. Mess with them. Something powerful. 20 months. Hearthstone. Plus 10 maximum HP. Not so much about it apart from the fact that it isn't in a pile like the other rocks. Ooh, it's way heavier than it looks. You can't budge it at all. Weird. I don't know if there's a special puzzle there, but I got 3 new buffs out of it, which is nice. Goldfish nostrils flare, and he suddenly zags off the trail into some foothills, eventually coming to a stop outside of the very fragrant mine. Soup stock load. Canned tuna. Some meat. The rocks smell like onion, huh? These logs have been pretty picked over from the looks of them. Sulfur match, can of oil, thermos of spiked coffee. I can't do pickwalking yet. Pool of boiling soup. Grab it. You don't have a suitable vessel. It's just soup mine. Knapsack. Search it. I got another cultist mask. Nice. Not sure why I need another one, but nice. His diary earned the crude pillow of bedroll. Entry 1. The mine is the worst. It sucks so bad here. I've been in some lousy mines, but this one really takes the cake. Everything smells like soup. The walls are slick with it. I swear I can feel it getting into my pores. If I went to a doctor for a blood test, he'd probably tell me my blood is tomato basil bisque or whatever. Entry 2. We finally managed to get deep enough to hear the master, but it turned out the dang soup table is higher than we thought. We're spending 90% of our time bailing the stuff out and only 10% digging. I've got noodles in my boots. I hate this so much. Entry 3. The damn elevator's busted. It was always making a rattling noise and the guys off shift couldn't sleep. That finally stopped, but it stopped because the elevator itself stopped, and we can't move it at all. Why did we even set up camp here? I had to spend the whole day scrounging around to find a replacement. 137.59 and 23-pound compression springs for repairs. I will install them tomorrow. Boss says we're giving up here and heading into a real deep mine they found up northwest. It's a shame we wasted all this work, but hot damn, it's good to get away from this soup. I will never eat soup again in my life. Got the springs installed proper, like with the strongest behind, the shortest bolt, and so on. Well, there's no time to wrench anything or everything down. Gotta pack. Not like the elevator matters much anyways, or anymore. I really hope I don't screw up again and forget my diary here when it's time to leave. I don't think I've ever managed to fill in more than 10 pages in the same diary. That's the last entry. You see 3 different sized bolts on the side of the elevator, which all are very loose. The sign says 3,200 pounds pressure required and some sort of gauge, which currently reads 0, whatever that means. Looks like you're going to need a wrench. Leave it alone for now. Okay, well, we don't have a wrench, so we're off to wandering again. Your vibrato thing, it leads you to holding robots. Blah, 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 blah. Skipping. I'm terrible. Your L vibrato transponder bleeps at you and you dutifully follow the signal. Sheesh. Who's in charge here? It leads you to a hulking robot stomping around in the desert sand. So the answer's basically not you. Bum, 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 bum. 2 scraps. Over the side of the road, you spot a lone and gloomy grave marker with a lone and gloomy man in a black robe digging up the grave with a shovel. Hey, what are you doing? The hooded figure looks at the two of you, looks at the shovel and looks at the grave and looks back at you. Do I really need to explain? You'll need a tracheotomy to quip through when I suture all your damn face hole shut. You. I think she means, why are you doing it? Well, it's for necromancy practice, right? I mean, you gotta get the bodies from somewhere. That's despicable. Shrug. This is the necromancer's territory now. Your moral outrage isn't really my concern. Did you just say shrug? That's it. Let's kill him. I agree. I love killing. Pew. Ooh, like that sound. I got a black hood for 9 spell damage and another shovel. There's a sudden thrilling whoosh sound, and a man dressed all in dark gray with a long, flappy cloak and gray bandana pulled up to conceal his face appears before you out of the shadows. He brandishes a wicked-looking knife at you accusingly. Stop right there. Prove your allegiance, for I'll suffer no cultists in this place. Could you be more specific? The necromancer's cultists, the skeleton guys. Sonny Jim, if you're calling us skeleton cultists, you're gonna be eating those words with a side order of teeth. So I can fight, show him the black hood you got off that guy, surrender, or state your case. This is someone on our side. Let's state our case. Protest the accusation, but fine. Look, my skin isn't pale, or all pale and sallow from hanging out in crypts all day. My hands aren't all calloused from digging up graves, and I don't have dark circles under my eyes because I can sleep at night untormented by the constant howling of the spirits of those I've wronged. Haha, wow, good answer. Okay, off you go. I probably could have just killed him. That guy has stopped messing with his watch and started eating jelly beans. Talk to him. What you got there, jelly beans? Yep. Can I have one? Nope. Where'd you get him? A little way south of here from a fellow named Roy Bean. Thanks. Yow. Howdy, boss. Howdy, Smee. Stuck again? Yep, got ourselves a hell of a canyon to get across and no materials for bridge building. Give me just a second. I need more water. There's an old mine town up north called Breadwood. They opened a lumber camp after the mines dried up. If you can fix a deal with them for lumber we need, we can handle the engineering side of things. Okay, where is it? So they gave me the location, of course. Anything you can find to build a bridge out of is fine by me, but it seems like the simplest option. Of course, okay, so I'll see what I can do. What other options would there be? It's one of those pay telescopes for tourists. This one was designed by a promising young artist named Edvard Munch. You pay your meat and look through the telescope at the Big Canyon. You lose 5 meat. It sure is big. It'll take quite a bridge across that thing for sure. Yep. That's all. I guess we can try it. I thought you said up north. Oh, it's up northeast. Arg Gabarg I? What the heck? A randomly flailing man that has just burst out of the woods and is running straight for you. He's wearing a strange dome-shaped metal hat which bristles with wires and odd protrusions that crackle intermittently with bright blue sparks. He seems upset. Nyarg! Try to calm him down and examine his hat, or fight the crazy guy. I feel like we should try to help him. Whoa, 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 come on, buddy, cool it. I'm not gonna hurt you. The voice, it speaks. I should kill him. Yeah, that's me telling you to cool it. What is this thing on your head? These bulbs and coils look a little like the stuff my kid brother's always messing with, only more complicated. Nyarr! A loud pop and a bright blue flash blinds you momentarily, and your vision recovers. The man is lying still with his eyes rolled all the way up into his head. Yeesh, poor guy. Seen some weird things in my time, but you pick up the strange helmet and stow it carefully in your backpack. Plus 1 to AP, minus 5 muzzle, 5 mysticality, and mox. I'm not using that thing. I just killed a man. A high horse that's standing on 2. Okay. Howdy, Mayor. I'm Vic the Great. Here on behalf of the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company. We need to build a bridge in a hurry, so I'm here to cut a deal with you for lumber. Alright, I believe we can scrap together that much wood. What sort of down payment are you offering? Oh, I sort of expected you would just bill us. You want that much lumber with no payment up front? Are you serious? I can probably offer you free train rides. I do enjoy a nice train ride, but the deal would be a problem. But that deal would be a real problem, and I've already gotten 7 problems to worry about. Oh. The mayor glances at the list of problems posted on the wall and paces around nervously. I offer to help him with the problems. Maybe I can help with some of your problems. Oh, thank you. I'd certainly welcome any assistance you can offer. So look at the problem board. He answered the problem board, which offers a selection of current issues as well as a dire warning. Which problem do you want to offer help with? Missing mail, overdue book, the logging permit, the soup shortage. Ooh, who knows? Alright, bread bowls. The buttery biscuit. Well, looks like some poor son of a biscuit wandering into town. Howdy, cake sucker. Wow, Jesus, rude and baffling. Get used to it. We like our cussing here at Breadwood. Sure, fine, but cake sucker? We also like our breads and bread-related products, so I've noticed. I don't want to drink from that guy. Spittoon. This is a spittoon and an unusually full one. Probably best to leave it alone. No. Take a closer look. Look at this. Isn't Mom and Pop's Family Fun Time Saloon? This is a dive bar in a dive town. The people who drink in here are mainly drifters and desperados. Don't go splashing around in the literal scum of the earth. I'm gonna. Seriously, don't. This is wrong and disgusting. It is a vile behavior. I have my face right up to the thing. What's it look like? No, I'm not telling you. Why are you doing this to me? I had to skip lunch today because I couldn't stop thinking about you and these foul spittoons. I've got my hand right in there, splashing around. La 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 la. No, I'm not listening. You find nothing. You are the worst person in the world. Ha, I found something alright. Like a necrotic skin disorder, I bet. Actually, it's a pair of boots, so there, Mr. Delicate Stomach. Boots, great. Boots full of bandit spit. I hope they have to invent a whole new kind of trench foot just for you. I hope they just name it after you. Maximum AP plus 3. These boots have been rendered extremely flexible by dint of mouse spit, soaking in tobacco spit. Best not to think about it. You're just jealous of my sweet new boots. The man in the black hat has a huge pile of meat in front of him. The man with the white hat looks broke and sad. What you playing, fellas? Pharaoh, but I wouldn't say we're playing. I'd say we did play until this cowpoke ran out of money. The man in the white hat grumbles. How does it work? It's easy. You bet 50 meat, then you name as many pharaohs as you can. Every time you name one, I give you 20 meat. Wait, what? If those are the rules, how did this guy lose all of his meat to you? He's real bad at it. I'll give it a try. Alright, partner. Start naming pharaohs. Tunical Hammond. Well, everybody knows that one. What else you got? Oh, I got one. Ramen Ket. He grumbles and hands you your winnings. Umina dish. He grumbles and hands you your winnings. He grumbles and hands you your winnings. How about this? I can't pronounce these names. Lots of names I cannot pronounce. I ran out of things I could do. Well, I made my money back. Trading post, trade with it. Beancraft. We need that. Mind your meat gives you dickering skill. What's a dickering skill? That's one of the ones we don't have. Ooh, and I want a monkey rich too. I'm broke. This is for selling. Sell. I don't need two of those, do I? Probably not, but we'll keep it anyway. I don't like selling. What if I want them? What if I need them? You never know. Need to do some farming. Mind your meat. Read the book from cover to cover and learn, among other things, that covers the price is way too high. After you're done reading, use your newfound skills to pawn it off a wide-eyed ruby for 60 meat. Done and done. Advanced beancraft. There's a recipe for bean wall. There's a recipe for wary, which increases your maximum AP, and then Great Northern Blizzard, a spell which deals cold damage. Oh man, well we're going that way. This might be the thing that makes us go back to being mysticality. Flush. So Dickering. What's Dickering do for me? Discounts at stores. Ooh, nice. Let's upgrade that. That'll help. For the next time we go to the store and waste all of our money. Howdy, stranger. I'm Hobart Buppert. So you're what? Oh, I mean, hi, Hobart. I'm Vikic the Great. You seem like the traveling sort. Mind doing a fella a favor? What's the favor? Thing is, my only dream in life is to see an owl skeleton. That seems quite the dream. Or that's quite a dream. I've heard they got one with the pegs in here, but I ain't got the meat for a ticket. You want a loan? Now I got no prospects of paying it back. But I got a camera, and I figured if you wanted to go to the cinema, you could take a picture of their owl skeleton and bring it back to me. Sure, I'll do that. Okay, I'll be back, owl. So I got Dickering now, but I want lockpicking still. Dickering's nice though. Percent. Harvest, harvest. We're almost at 4 o'clock, so maybe we'll just go. I need a place to farm that's better than that original place, because skeleton bones are not really worth it. Your gunshots and someone shouted nearby. It is time to investigate. The statistic is basically what separates an adventurer from a sane person. You find a bandit in a scorched and black clothes, wildly firing his pistol at the scenery. Everything he shoots bursts into flames somehow. Go to hell, cactus! To hell, scorpion! Go to hell, rock! Looks like we got a real character here. Here's a second minute. He's nuts. Just sending a little scenery to the cow lords below. How's about I send you too? You'll make fine and dandy pets for my masters. No thanks. Throw him a bundle of dynamite. No, I'll just fight him like regular. I was tempted to throw the dynamite though. I find that absolutely hilarious. Every time that option shows up, I'm like, dynamite? And she's starting to fall behind on damage, so I'm really gonna have to go farming. I just don't remember if there's a better place to farm. Smoking gun. Set enemy on fire for 5 extra damage. Your range attacks set enemies on fire. That's pretty cool. Not as good as my stench gun, but... Oh, this place looks cool. Buffalo, buffalo. Buffalo, buffalo, buffalo. It's covered with a bunch of weird cards. Take a look at one. Horse-sized stalker. Horrible. Get another. Acidic beast. Yuck. Blood-soaked rhinoceros. What kind of game is this? Murderous fairy. Disgusting. Gore-splattered hippopotamus. What kind of game is this? I always want to click these because I don't know if I'm going to get something out of it. I don't want to read everything all the time. Yeah. You hear a lot of activity down that corridor. Chanting, shuffling of robes, clattering of bones, scary stuff. You really shouldn't go down there. Don't tell me what to do. Oh, that's a lot of people. I think we might have just... I might have done a bad guess. To the front line stuff is fine. Leave it there. I feel like I want to get rid of that. Yeah. Let's see how much damage they do, I guess. Ooh, gosh, those ranged guys are gonna kick my butt. Unfortunately, the beam's gone. Ouch. I really gotta work on her damage because the whole point of taking her was the AoE stuff, and she's not doing enough of it. Yeah, I got dead. Let's go to the right side. See what we can do on the right side. Oh, I don't know what we're doing here. I think this is the one where you can make your... There's like another companion I don't think I've gotten yet. I think there's another companion you can do for a new game where you can start with a bone guy. I just haven't done it, or I know how to do it. You look through the bars, see hundreds of buffalo human skeleton hybrids locked in there, 3 to a cell. The keys are hanging right next to the door. You could set some out if you wanted, but they all look pretty angry. Well, let's try it. Okay, let's cast this. I don't know if armor helps in this particular case. If I can farm this spot, it might not be bad. I just gotta make sure I don't die a bunch. They do hit hard. I don't know what they give me. I might be better off farming the other place. I'm not really sure. 120 XP blitz. Some of them hadn't really finished decomposing. 240 meat. Give me straight meat. I like straight meat. Ooh. Bone boy or bean boy. The best bean boy around. Summon. Melee attack that guy, I guess. I didn't do much. I can start shooting because. Oh. No, why are you guys picking on the bean? I think the armor's help us. We'll just restrict shooting. Whoa, not the mysticality. That's what we do. These shells are filled with hundreds of crates, each full of buffalo and human bones, carefully sorted. You don't really have any specific or anything specific you want to do with human or buffalo bones right now, though. So while you appreciate how organized these guys are, you're not really here any. There's not really anything here for you. Flush. Little wooden container filled with reading material. Let's see it. Advanced beancraft. We're gonna learn now. Ah, we're down to blood beans. Wary. Thought I had another one. Oh yeah, it was being wall, but it didn't show for some reason. Sounds okay. We'll go with the heal. Flush. Try the trash next to the bad toilet. Burned scroll. This scroll has mostly been burned beyond legibility, but you can just barely make out something about hell cow energy in between scorch marks. Bone rules. Lock. It's a decent sized wardrobe. Hide in it. You settle in amongst the thick black roads. It's pretty comfortable. Wait. You wait and finally hear some noise outside as a couple cultists pass through on their way from somewhere to somewhere else. You don't catch much of what they say, but what you do hear is, "Ichor after blood, way to go, stud." Why is Doug having so much trouble with this? Wait some more. You wait longer and the cultists pass through again. This time you overhear something different. "Milk after Ichor. Might as well try reanimating Wicker." That's too long to remember. So it's Ichor after blood. So blood, Ichor, milk. Blood, Ichor, milk. You wait longer, the cultists pass through again. This time over here something different. It's milk before blood. Ritual is good. Doug, why can't you get this? Probably because it doesn't rhyme. So wait, now it's blood or milk before Ichor. So does it go milk, blood, Ichor, milk? So I gotta do 4? Milk after blood ritual's a dud. You wait a little long. Oh man. Remember the big guy said, blood before Igor, start that soldier's ticker. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. Get it straight, Doug. Milk before Icker. Soldier wakes up quicker. Milk before Icker. Soldier wakes up quicker. You wait a while longer. Oh my gosh, I don't think that's going to help me in any way. That's very complicated. There's a wicked looking leather bound tome on the pedestal. Take it. Writing topics in next max. Ray Skeletal Thrall skill. Seems it's probably pretty dangerous. Sure you want to do it? Yes. Are you certain the Dark Arts are no laughing matter? This could really mess you up. Alice growls and gives you a hairy survival. Read it, I said. Examine skull chips in your inventory and enchant them. Nay. The book is full of magical spells which don't make any sense to you until you get to the next to last chapter and realize that they're not spells for you to cast, but spells for a skeleton to cast. One of the appendices mentions in passing how to summon such a skeleton. Finish reading. As you turn over the last page, the book vanishes a puff of black smoke. You don't feel so well. Emancipated. -3 muscle. Your body withers and shrinks. I don't think reading these is a good thing. Yeah? Oh, man's back about here. Lemonade. I don't think lemonade goes in there at all. I didn't hear lemonade. Do it. Fight. I'm going to be getting off here in just a minute, guys. I just want to... trying to get some money again. Honestly, not sure if I should try to do farming on the screen or if I should do it off screen. I assume since I'm streaming, you'd probably rather it on screen. If I gotta put it on like YouTube, probably edit it out, but haven't started even editing yet, so. You find a rectangular hole roughly 3 feet wide by 6 feet long by 6 feet deep, so it's either a grave or a future site of half in ground. Handful of gold skull. Nice. I need to go back to the soup cave before I get that I had that quest. Soup stock load. Grim-looking cowboy rides up and blocks your path. Hold it. This area is full of cows, and can't let you go any further. It ain't safe for regular folks. Y'all go ahead and turn back now. Well, thanks for warning, but what if I refuse? I'll use force if I gotta. You're going to ensure my safety by beating me up? I recognize the conundrum, but that's what times we're living in. At one side, fella. Hey, now, I said I ain't letting you pass, and I meant it. I'd like to see you stop. I want that gun. Give me the gun. I can't promise it's better than my gun, but I want it anyway. I might do some little bit of farming just to get her stuff up, because she, again, is falling behind so much compared to me and the bean. Silver pistol. +6 moxie deals extra damage against cows and other demonic creatures. Nice. Okay, you see 3 different sized bolts on the side of the elevator, which are all very loose. There's a sign that says 3,200 pound pressure required and some sort of gauge, which currently reads 0, whatever that means. turn bolt 7. You tighten the bolt with one complete revolution of your wrench. The elevator says 161. The elevator still isn't working. Like enough pressure for. How much do I need to get in? 2,200. Do I have to be very precise? And the bolt with one complete revolution. The gate has 300, and the elevator still isn't working. Judging from the creaking noise, you guess there's too much pressure at this point. Darn. Loosen all the bolts. One, two, three. It's all math, because it's adding the same amount every time. I just would have to try to keep track of that. That's a lot to keep track. That's too much again. Oh, math. I didn't want to do math on stream. Read it. This mine is the worst. It sucks so bad here. Blah, blah, blah. Continue. $23, $59, $137. Pressure control. Oh, it's all of them are. Interesting. We're giving up here and heading back into our real deep mine. Got the strings probably with like the strongest behind the shortest bolt and so on, but there's no time to wrench everything down. Got a pack. So it doesn't tell me though. I don't even think those are the right amounts, are they? No, because that's 411. I looked that up. I was never going to get it because that would have taken me a million years to figure out. You tighten the bolt with one complete revolution of your wrench. You hear a plate snap firmly in place, and the elevator seems to now be humming with life. Looks like it's working now. Yeah, my brain does not do math that well anymore these days. The vibrato transfer goes crazy when you get into this crack. Oh, cool. Snakes. There are hundreds of snakes lounging around this pool of hot soup. An eldritch soup snake. Not the soup snake. Stewed snake. Increases your hot resistance by 20 for the rest of the day. There's a lot of heat, but you can take it. Sure can, buddy. What are we doing? Keystone. Okie dokie. I'm not reading all that gibberish. I can't do nothing here. I think that's all my soup. Soup, breadwood. Goldfish suddenly gets spooked by something off on the side of the trail, and it's easy to understand why. There's a horse skeleton in the ditch, which I think that's probably extra spooky if you're a horse. Hop down and investigate. Approaching the horse more closely, you see the tattered remains of a pair of Pony Express saddlebags on its skeletal flanks. The starboard bag is empty, but the port one contains a skeletal human hand with a ring on it. You conclude that either the horse's rider died with his hand in the saddlebag, or someone is really sad that the skeleton hand they ordered never showed up, even though they paid extra to have it for Pony Express. Either way, free ring! Ring of getting places faster. Reduces the frequency of random encounters. I don't want that. I like that. I like random encounters. Did you bring back the soup? I need all 5 bowls. Got them right here. You're a real lifesaver. I was about ready to gnaw my own beard off. That'd have been a shame. The mayor glanced at the list of problems on the wall and pasted her under with it. Alright, so what do we got to talk with them next? The missing mail, the overdue book, the logging permit, the skeletal raids. Skeleton raids looks like something we can handle pretty easy. But we'll probably do it tomorrow. So I'm going to read this, then we're probably going to get out of here because I need to take a break. I probably won't play it again till next Saturday. I'll probably have some WoW content again because there's a big update, or not a big update, but an update tomorrow. So we're probably going to do WoW the next couple days again. So, you glance at the problems board. There's a military cemetery not far from here, and I figure something must have happened to the caretaker because the military skeletons keep wandering out this way and causing a ruckus. Oh, this is the puzzle we gotta do. Alright, I'll check that out. Alright, but I am going to get out of here for today, guys. Thank you for coming. I've got 3 subscribers already. They're all friends. I'm not 100% sure who Forbidden Taco is, but I'm assuming it's a friend I know in personal life. And then the other 2 I know, and I really appreciate all 3 of you guys for helping me. I appreciate all my followers as well. I'm going to keep pushing, trying to get more. My current goal is still 100 followers. I don't have a goal for subscribers right now. It's just every one of them helps because that means I can use that to actually continue doing this. So if anyone's got Amazon Prime memberships or knows someone that has an Amazon Prime membership and they want to use those free subs over here, that would help immensely. Other than that, yeah, have a good day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 1. Thank you.